Happy Thursday, everybody. We are starting a new vlog off. The last vlog was very heavy. This vlog is just going to be consisting of a few different days of me getting ready to go on vacation, just the everyday stuff. And so today the puppies, the Yorkies, have went to the groomers, and no, they're not puppies, but they're still puppies, right? It's kind of like my kids. My kids are no longer kids, but they'll always be kids, right? So I am headed to get them. I forgot to take a video of them before they went to the groomers, so now you'll just get to see them with what they look like after they've been all groomed up and all pretty. And then also today I have been working in my office, but also in my house. And yesterday I had the best day of productivity and positivity that I've had in a long time. So I am going to show you guys around the house, and I'm going to go ahead. I've got a bunch of laundry on my bed that I've washed and dried, so I need to put that away. So we'll probably do a little bit of talking when I do that. And the house is not completely done yet. It still has stuff in the dining room. That's it, just the dining room, you guys. I've got every other room de-Christmas-fied. De-Christmas-fied? I don't know. It's a word I made up, I think. So we have got a couple, I think we've got 3 totes sitting in the dining room, stuff on the dining room table. But besides that stuff, there is the stuff from my parents' house. Now, I have not started going through that. Before I start going through that extra stuff, I want to get the Christmas stuff put away. And it always seems at the end, and I am going over the rumble strip because there's somebody riding a bike, so don't worry. I am paying attention to what I'm doing. I think being on patrol and having to run a computer and on the radio and everything probably helped my driving and being able to not multitask, because truly nobody can multitask, but do several tasks with going back and forth, which is called switch tasking. Sorry, squirrel moment there. But so I need to get through all of that stuff. But what I was trying to say, I think, was that it seems like at the end of cleaning or at the end of organizing, there's always that stuff that's just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that didn't get put where it should be, or you don't know where you want it to go. I kind of feel like that's where I'm at for the Christmas stuff, because this year's Christmas was so weird, and I truly do think part of it was because of my mental state. So I never brought all the Christmas stuff downstairs, and so it's just a hodgepodge of stuff. Now, the garage is a hot freaking mess with all of the Christmas stuff in there, so that is going to have to get taken care of when I get back from Hawaii before I have my surgery, because my husband put in a set of stairs between the rafters, and so, you know, it's a small thing and it goes up into the space above the garage. That's where all my Christmas stuff goes. Mr. Snow Gardener will have to help me with the trees. The bags are too big for me to do by myself, but I can start taking other stuff up, because I actually brought all the Christmas stuff down by myself this year, but the trees, this is the first time they're going up there, because I had bought myself 3 new Christmas trees this year, and I had saved for those, and they are Balsam Hill. The 2 of them, not much different than trees I've had in the past, but the large one that I got that was pretty spendy, probably not in Balsam Hill terms, but for me it was spendy, is an absolutely beautiful tree. It has 2 bags, that's how big it is, and it's just gorgeous. But we need to get that stuff put up so that Mr. Snow Gardener has room to work on things out there if he wants to. Also, with as nice as the weather is, even though it looks like it might snow, so I'm probably jinxing myself, but as nice as the weather is, that he can go ride his motorcycle. So that is kind of what's going on today. So we're going to get that done. I have also been creating listings on Etsy for products that I have sitting in my house, but conveniently forgot to put a listing up. Sorry, I just had my phone propped up. What I was saying was I had challenges not listed. They're sitting in my office stickered that I didn't even have up on Etsy. So sometimes you've got to make sure you buckle down and do what you need to do. I've been creating some more digital products that I've been using on my daily games, and I added those to Etsy as well as my website. Now, if you are one of the people that like to purchase things for budgeting, for savings, for things like that, make sure you do that on my shop at snowgardener307.com because it's cheaper, because I don't have to pay the Etsy fees. All right, let me go get the Yorkies. I've got to grab cash out, and I'll bring you guys, but the phone is not going to be on because I need to see if we need to make another appointment or not. All right, I'll be right back. I'll show you how beautiful the puppies are. All right, we have got 3 beautiful Yorkies in the back. Look at Zeus. He is so handsome, all groomed up and bathed, and they smell amazing. Athena got a shave job because she was all matted up. What happened was the backyard is very wet and muddy because of course we had snow, but it all melted, and they were all out in the yard playing in the mud. So they were all given a bath, but we didn't have any conditioner to put into Athena. I need to order some more for home. And so she ended up all matted up. And that is the hard thing when they've got that really soft hair. And of course, if I was an amazing dog owner, they would get brushed every single day. But my Yorkies don't get brushed every day. And I will brush around their collars and stuff because that is where they get it. And Zeus, with his wiry hair, it's longer, so he gets brushed more, but he doesn't really mat. So there is that, but I will show you guys what all 3 of them look like when we get home. Do you see my window licker back there? Yep, that's my window licker. He does that in the car. He does it at home. He does it everywhere, just licking everything. Loki, why are you licking the window? He's looking at me. And Athena is just hanging out back there. You can't even see her. The only one that will get in the front seat is Zeus, and he'll jump back and forth, but we try to get them to stay in the back seat. Don't need to be on the front seat. And I know there's some people that say that your dog should be in, you know, seat belts and stuff, but they generally only go around town with us, and I still know accidents can happen in town. And their groomer is a ways out of town. Their office is out by the airport, but they don't travel a lot with us. Now, Zeus, when he was a baby, he used to go everywhere. I want to show you guys, I'm sure I've got some photos of Zeus at hockey games. So when Peyton was playing hockey, and then he also went to state band with us and everything for Julia for high school. She gave up playing an instrument and instead twirled a flag, as I always tease her about it, but she had so much fun. So I'll put a couple pictures in here if I can find them. And yeah, let's get home. Let's get the laundry done. I'll show you guys the house. And then tomorrow I am headed to Rock Springs to see my grandbaby. So I'm going to bring you guys along tomorrow for a trip out of town, do some shopping. I'm going to do some shopping for the vacation that's coming up. There's a few things that we need. And of course, if this is your first vlog that you're watching of mine, I do live in a small town in Wyoming where there is no local shopping. So I'll be headed to Walmart. I don't go to Walmart a lot when I go out of town, but I need to see if they've got flip-flops. Mr. Snow Gardener needs another pair of flip-flops. That's also where we buy Mr. Snow Gardener's shampoo, body wash, and conditioner all in one that he takes with him in his work bag. So I need to get some of that. I am going to take a look. I could use a new floppy hat. I didn't get a new floppy hat last year, so my floppy hats are really floppy, and I don't like them that way. I don't like it when they flop down against your face, so I'm going to look. I don't know if it's too early in the season. I think they should have stuff out, but it is the beginning of March. So we will see that for tomorrow, but I'll see you guys at home. Here are these beautiful Yorkies, even though Athena, what have you done to your mustache? Athena, you've messed up your hair. Who messed up your hair? They are beautiful. And the boys have got bow ties on. Oh, it's the babies. Oh, they're so soft. I just went to Mountain Mocha where I normally get a chai tea, but they've got these amazing specials right now because of their 20th anniversary. So I got a peach smoothie that has fresh peaches, cake batter, whipped cream, but also look at what it's got. It's got that edible glitter on the top. It's pretty tasty. It was way too spendy though. This drink right here was $8. it is time for me to show you guys what the house looks like. I told you guys I'd show you. It is a few hours later. I was working in my office. I was doing a few things, but let's go ahead and show you where I'm at. I am super happy with how far we've come. I'm standing in my front living room where there used to be a Christmas tree and all kinds of Christmas decor. There is nothing left in here, and we're gonna go ahead and head into the kitchen. I'll go ahead and flip you guys around. Here is my kitchen. I just got a Sam's Club order in, so I just unpacked it, put it right here. This bottle of ranch is for my son Peyton. The black bag has a dress that I'm going to show in this haul. I'm not filming this haul yet because part of the Sam's Club came today, but it's not all here. But I just wanted to show you guys, no Christmas decor in here. We have gotten everything picked up. I have got a few things in the sink that need to go in the dishwasher. I need to unload that. But the kitchen is completely Christmas free. It is picked up. It is wiped up. Now in the pantry, of course, there wasn't a lot of Christmas stuff, but I have to show you guys that everything is put where it needs to go. There is barely any dirty laundry, and our pantry shelves are starting to fill up a little bit again after our pantry challenge. So that is 2 rooms. And then of course we come to the room that looks like a disaster. But this is all I've got left. So this side of the table obviously is Christmas. So this is my next goal. So I've got this side. And then I also have this right here that needs to be put away, along with these new ornaments right here. And we've got these 3 bins. And part of the problem is I know not all of this is going to fit in the bins. Now, besides the nutcrackers right here, the rest of those ornaments will fit in that back box right there. So that is good. And the silver stuff has its own box, but it is upstairs and I can't get to it. So I have a feeling that this is just all going to go into maybe a garbage bag, honestly. And I'll put it up there and I'll deal with it when Christmas hits. I could put it up there on top of the silver stuff when I can get to it. And then we have got all of this stuff that came from my parents' house. Sorry, the dogs and the cat are barking at each other. We've got all of this stuff that came from my parents' house that I need to go through. And I can tell you there is a lot of memories here, but I don't need all of this stuff. But I don't ever remember seeing this right here that my mom did. And I know this is my mom because this June right here, that is her handwriting. So this is Tricam. And so it shows you right there my name when I was born, shows you my weight was 6 pounds 2 ounces. I was a little baby, but of course you have to remember my mom was 16 when she had me. So I've got all of this stuff to go through, including these bags that are hanging up, all of this stuff. So truly for Christmas, this is much better than what it was. And then back here, the bathroom, obviously I've already shown you guys. No Christmas stuff in here. Bathroom is picked up, which is good. And then we do have laundry on the bed right here. So we'll come back to this. I already put away my underwear and stuff because, you know, nobody needs to see me folding my underwear, but I do have 2 sets of sheets to fold and laundry to hang up and stuff. So besides the laundry on the bed, the bedroom is picked up. And then I am currently working in my office, so you can see that I was filming videos and such, getting ready to film the Friday video. And I just hung up the picture in my office that I got that should have been mine from my grandma's house. And so now I've got to find a place to put this picture, which is upside down. This is a picture that I painted. It was one of the paint nights my husband and I went together. He gave his picture to his mom. So we have got that. So good to go there. Let's go into the spare bedroom. And there is a kitty. And this, I've got to show you guys this before it gets too messy in here, because it is time to start packing for scuba diving. So I have got my fins here, my dive boots here, and we've got our goggles here. So there are 2 kitties that came in here, little stinkers. So this room obviously is good to go. And I'm just going to leave that door open since the cats went in there. And then the back living room, you guys. And this is the cleanest my house has been in months, honestly, in months. So we have got this side of the living room, looking all snazzy and picked up. And we've got the puppy kennel there. And we've got this pink panther. He was in my office. This was my mom's, and I held on to him. But I have a feeling he's going to go bye-bye. I just do. I just don't have a place for him. And then we have got the rest of the living room here. And you can see we've got that blanket there. That's for the dogs. And I haphazardly threw this blanket down here on the ground as I run into the table to stop some of the cold air from coming in. This is the table where I work. I am working on a Christmas stocking for my granddaughter. And I also need to make one for Julia's significant other, Dylan. And I'll show you guys what they're going to be like. Not exactly, but you guys will understand. They're going to be like this. So I made this one for Julia years ago. Have you guys seen these kits before? So much fun. And then I made this one for Peyton as well. And I also made some other stockings, but I still haven't made Bridger and I one either. But the grandbaby and Dylan are next on the list, so I've started working on those. So this is what's left, you guys. I'm super, super happy. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for today, but I'll see you guys tomorrow when I travel out of town. Happy Friday, everybody. It is a new day, a new list of things to do and accomplish. I am excited because I am all done with my 100-mile drive today. I did not run into snow until about 10 miles out of town, but it was just a tiny bit of snow, so a good drive. And I am headed first to the clinic. What I'm going to do there is my surgeon requires that I get an EKG done as well as a set of labs before my surgery. And then I also need to go to my family physician and have him fill out paperwork that says that yes, I am healthy enough for surgery. I'm also going to have this physician fill out my dive paperwork as well for scuba diving because I am now on hormones, and in order to scuba dive, even with a small amount of hormones, I have to have a doctor's signature for that as well. And we know that all of these things are a CYA for all of the doctors, for the dive company, all of that. And I totally understand that. And on my way, I decided to finish up Elise Meyer's book, which I absolutely loved. I just love her. And then I jumped into a book that I had bought, I don't know how many months ago on Audible. It is a short read, or a short listen, if you will. And it is by Dr. John Deloney. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with him. He is one of the Ramsey personalities, and so that's how I found out about his books and stuff. And the book that I'm listening to right now is Redefining Anxiety. And I have just about got done with the first part about anxiety and his personal story. And it is amazing how listening to somebody that is very successful and on a professional level, has 2 PhDs and everything, talking about how anxiety affected his life. So I'm excited to listen to this because I know that I have anxiety, as do many other people. And he's talking about the myths that we're told about anxiety and stuff. That's the first part. So I'm excited about that. But I'm going to bring you guys along today. We're going to go do some shopping. Like I said, we'll go do some lunch, all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and head into the clinic, get my labs done, and get my EKG done. And then I think we'll probably head to Walmart. All done with my labs as well as my EKG. So 2 things done today. EKG, she said, looked really good. They'll send it off, and obviously the labs, they'll have to send those off and let the doctor know. But 1 step closer to my surgery. Now, my next doctor's appointment isn't for like over an hour. So I am going to head to TJ Maxx. I'm going to bring you guys with me. I am going to TJ Maxx to look for one thing specifically. Well, 2 things I'm going to look. I was thinking of going to Walmart for both of these things, but if I can find them at TJ Maxx, then score. And I love going into TJ Maxx. My pocketbook doesn't love when I go into TJ Maxx, but I do love it. So we are going to be looking for a floppy hat for Hawaii, and we're going to look for flip-flops for Mr. Snowgardener there. With it being the beginning of March, I don't know if it's early enough here in Wyoming for those items to be out, but it doesn't hurt to look. Like I said, we've got an hour. I don't want to go into Walmart with just a little bit over an hour because there is some shopping that I need to do and check out, and I don't want to push it. Whereas TJ Maxx, I don't imagine it will be as long. So I'm going to continue listening to the Dr. John Deloney book as I head my way there. Loving John Deloney's book so far. The part that he was just talking about was not being able to be everything for everybody all of the time, and talking about how social media shows us everybody's perfection and we compare ourselves to that, and then we feel like crap about ourselves. How many of you guys feel like that? That is why I try to show you guys my real life, the good, the bad, and the ugly on this channel, so you see the ups and the downs, not just the highlight reel. All right, let's go into TJ Maxx. So I bought myself a new little tripod thing that's supposed to connect to the cart. So I had to walk back to the car to get it because this is brand new. Brand new. And I got in there and I went to grab a cart and I'm like, oh, walk back out and get the little thing that you bought to make your life a little bit easier when we're shopping. So we're going to try this out. If I like it, I will put the link down below. I did get it off of TikTok Shop, so I'm not sure how that will work. This is not trying to make money or anything. This is just trying to help you if you need this type of thing. So let me get it attached. All right, you guys, I am using the little tripod thing. Oh, it looks like they're doing some rearranging in here. The shoes would normally be right here, which I am not seeing. So yeah, they are definitely doing something. But the cart that I picked from TJ Maxx has a high front, so we're filming off to the side. Okay, so they've moved shoes back here, and it looks like they are just trying to move stuff, so it is a hot mess. I don't even think I can see the shoes to see if there's any in here. But it is what it is. And I'm not actually seeing any flip-flops or anything in here. So I could see good enough. I see some sandals, but no flip-flops specifically. Let's see what else I can find. Ooh, all kinds of things are moved around here in TJ Maxx. All kinds of, you can tell all of the shelves have been moved because of the floor. So lots of bedding. Oh, we can't even fit down that aisle. Well, let's keep going this way. We can barely fit down this aisle. So I had no idea TJ Maxx was undergoing a remodel. So let's go look at the women's clothes and see if they have any hats or anything. But like I said, the store is a mess. a mess, stuff everywhere. And I know it's got to be done, right? I am not seeing any hats either. So I see like a cowboy hat, and this is the travel accessories they've got it listed as. So they've got some bags here, reading glasses, some travel pillows, essential skincare for travel, digital luggage scale. Oh, look at these bag tags. These are too cute. Look at these bag tags. How cute are those? Those are so cute, little martini glass and stuff. Those are $6.99. Do I need them? Absolutely not. Am I going to get them? No. They've got passport holder. All kinds of things that I didn't even know existed. And that's the bad thing about when you come looking for stuff. So they've got carry-on bags. I don't need anything like that, and that is blocked off. I can't even go down that aisle. So we will go back down the same way that we came. And so it is a bust for what I was looking for, and I'm sure the next time I come, this will be all finalized with them moving stuff around. Let me go into the men's section really quick just to make sure. See, they have slippers here. I was wondering if they would have any flip-flops, but I am not seeing any. I see hats, I see socks, and more slippers. Lots of clearance. This is all clearance stuff. Lots of slippers. All right, you guys, it looks like that's probably gonna be it for TJ Maxx. Nothing too exciting, right? Talking about bringing you guys in for the good, bad, and ugly. When a store is remodeling, it's kind of ugly. I just remembered that there is a shoe store in this mall that I am at. I think it's right here. So I figured, why the heck not go in and check it out. So this is the shoe department Encore. So let's look and see. I always like to look in the clearance section when I come in. So this is the ladies, 8.5, 8. I wear 7.5 to an 8.5, depending on what the shoes are. I feel like I need some bling shoes. I need some shoes with some bling on them. I've got flip-flops for the trip because I always have flip-flops. These sandals are cute. Look at these sandals. These are super cute. How much are those? $22.98 for those. Those could be fun to wear with my dresses. They've also got those pink glittery ones. This is the problem when I go shopping. I find stuff I like. These look very beachy. Look at that. They've got seashells and stuff on them. And those are okay. I do think I want to try these sparkly silver ones on. Do I need them? No, but I'm going to try them on anyway. My problem is I've got a little bit of a wider foot. So, obviously, that is not going to work. And because my foot doesn't fit into it. It'd be super cute if it would fit. Up here, they're plenty loose. It's right here. They're just weird. Let's try a different one on, shall we? Shall we try the pink one on? To see if it's any better. Trying to just squeeze my feet into it and move them about. Of course, I also want sandals that are comfortable. Nope, these are just too narrow for my foot. Those are cute, though. I do like the blingy bling. No sandals for me. It's okay. I didn't need them anyway. I don't know. Are these all the same brand? It looks like these are all the same brand. So these ones probably aren't going to fit either. Oh, actually, those ones fit great. But they see, same size, but these ones feel too big. Look at how much my foot moves around in them. Also, I probably don't need a big old flower on my foot. But cute. they would be good for Hawaii, right? Well, I didn't find any sandals for myself, which is a good thing because I really didn't plan on finding any. I did get a pair of flip-flops for Mr. Snowgardener, and they were mismarked. And I was talking to the lady over there, and she was helping me find them. She went to ring them up, and she's like, wait a minute, didn't these say $20? And I'm like, I think so. They rang up as $39.99. They were in the wrong spot. So we just got some $40 flip-flops for 20 bucks. So score on that. Huge thank you to the lady that helped me. All right, let's go do some more fun running around. Trying not to get ran over by that car that was running. I was afraid it was gonna run me over. All right, everybody, I still have some time left, and I've been wanting to get new name tags for the Yorkies as well as new collars. We do have money in the pet fund, so I'm going to go ahead and go into Petco and get them a collar and go ahead and get some of the engraved collars done if they've still got that machine in here. I really hope so. Yep, right here. So we're going to go ahead and get some new tags for them. And so we've got these choices here. This one's so pretty. That could be for Athena. That one's pretty too. We want the smaller ones. That's pretty cute too. That might be good for Athena too. All right, let's take a look. And so I've done these in the past, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Have you purchased a Fido tag at the register? No. Okay, so see, I didn't know that. Oh, here's the tags here. Oh, look at Athena could be Hello Kitty. Look at how cute all of these are. A donut. Who doesn't miss a donut, right? That would be amazing. Okay, so I picked some tags. We will engrave them in a little bit, but now I need to find the collars and get them new collars. And I don't know how long the engraving takes, so I'm gonna have to see if there is enough time or not to engrave them. But let's see, we're going to need some smaller collars because obviously they are smaller dogs, and a lot of their collars are gone. A lot of the collars are gone. I do like doing different colors just so it's easier to make sure everybody's collar gets put back on. Wow, we don't have much choice here. So we need the 9-inch to 14-inch, and I do like this type the best. So we're going to get pink for Athena. And let's see if we can find 2 other colors for the boys that aren't girly. Okay, we can get a red one. And I do like these ones a little bit better. These ones are a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger. This one's cute too. But again, very girly. All the girly colors. This one's cute too, but very girly. That's an extra small. We don't need a small. So that one is a small one there. And that's an extra small. So we could do this one for Athena. Ooh, my camera's doing weird things. This one, oh, there's more. I just have to look a little bit better. There are just some that are down a little bit further. There is a camel one. We could do a camel one. And there's other choices for Athena. I'm looking at the collar tag that I'm buying her and going, which one matches better? And this purple one probably matches better. So we're going to go ahead and get her this one. So Athena, a collar. And then we're going to get one of the boys this collar right here with the mountains and everything. And then it looks like maybe camo. That's what it looks like our choice is. Maybe camo. And that is what our choices are. These ones are nicer collars, so they'll last longer for them. So I do appreciate that. They do have leather type collars over here as well, but I'm just not feeling it. So let's just walk around and see if they've got collars anywhere else. Nope. Nope. That is where the collars are. I'm not seeing any other ones. I do see harnesses. And leashes. These are all leashes. That's a collar there. Okay, let's go get these collars bought. Look at that toy. How fun. Okay, we got everything all purchased. We did save some money on one of the collars. They were clearanced, so we saved like $7.50 for that, but the total was $90 some. So not cheap, but needed to be redone. So thank you, Petco. Here I am at the next doctor's office, and I need to get what is considered a PCP clearance. And it says, here, I'm going to read it to you guys. It says, we recommend getting your PCP clearance done within 60 days of your surgery date. Please have your primary care physician state that you are cleared for surgery and or you are safe to go under anesthesia. So that is what it is. I don't know what this is going to entail. Of course, when I got my EKG done, I got labs done, and I also got my vitals and stuff done. So I imagine some of the same stuff will probably be done. They'll probably take my blood pressure again, check my temperature and stuff, even though, of course, we know that that can change by next month when I have my surgery. So let's go on in. All right, everybody. So I just got done eating sushi with my daughter and her significant other, Dylan, and my grandbaby. I was going to take some pictures of food, but I held the grandbaby and she was not happy. Fed her, changed her, rocked her, burped her, walked with her. She was in my arms the whole lunch. It's amazing as a grandma how much easier it is to eat something while I'm taking care of a fussy baby. But also, I used a fork instead of chopsticks. All right, you guys, so I need to go to Walmart now. So we're going to go ahead and head to Walmart, and I'll bring you guys in there with me. Well, the snow has arrived, so I'm going to try to get my shopping done and get out of town at a decent time. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon. I need to go into here, get a little bit of shopping done, and then I do need to go to Smith's as well. So let's get in here and get her shopping done. So, honest review on this tripod is that it is not strong enough to hold it up without it tipping over. So I'm not so sure about that. We've got some Snyder's pretzels. So we've got these big bags of Snyder's for $1. We've got the snaps. And we've got some gingerman shapes. These are good through March 21st, which is not that far away. I'm sure that's why they're clearance. Now, these are in the cart too, but they're the only one, and they're the sticks, but they're good till May. So I'm going to put them in my cart, but I don't know if they're actually clearance or not. We'll see when I go to checkout. But for the phone mount, can you guys see that? It doesn't want to stay, and I've tried lots of different places. Let me get out of everybody's way, and let's stop right here where there's nobody. Let's see if I can figure out a different way to put it. And so if I put it on the front of the cart, let's see, that is a thicker bar, but it still wants to move. So it's got a lot of grip strength, but it's almost like it's not strong enough for my phone. And maybe because it is a round bar, it's not quite right. Just an honest review here for you guys. Let's see, what if we try to put it on the big bar? Let's see, that might work better. Honest review here, then you guys can see my cart, I guess. We will see what this type of view looks like. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So, you heard the Walmart guy just say that that was a cool little device. So, we are recording. Okay, I need to go get face wash for myself and body wash for Mr. Snow Gardener. Nothing too exciting. And like I said, I was going to go around a little bit more today, but since it is snowing out, I'm not going to spend as much time. Let's see. I also want to go down the aisle that has all of the travel size. And I can't remember what aisle that is. They're always moving stuff. Oh, I picked that perfect. The travel size is right in front of us. And this cart is squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. So I'm going to go ahead and get some wipes. I'm going to get a little Clorox on the go. I like doing that in the plane if things are dirty. So that is $1. And then I also just like getting this pack of Huggies just in case we need to wash our hands or wipe our hands or anything anywhere. And then I am going to go ahead and pick up a couple floof balls for us to take with us. And of course, I don't know what they're actually called. In your way. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little thing of sunscreen for $1.50. And then I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I might want. I kind of want to get a little thing of face wash, but I don't know what kind to get. I think I'm going to get this little one right here. Then I don't have to bring my bigger one. That's $3. I'm also going to get a little thing of off. Okay, now I need to get body wash for Mr. Snow Gardener. Face care, facial cleaners. Here we go. I don't usually use anything too expensive. I'm good with no-name brands. The music here was way too loud, so I went ahead and decided I would just do a voiceover. I needed to pick up a few more pots so that I could transplant a few more of my mother's old plants. I can't believe how much pots are, but I guess it's not something that you buy all of the time. And this process, the actual video, you guys, was like, I don't know, 10 minutes of me trying to decide what pot I actually wanted. All right, you guys, I got the potting mix. I almost grabbed the wrong one. But I think this is men's sizes. Oh, I like the long sleeves ones too, Wyoming Cowboys. No, we only need one shirt. We didn't even need one shirt. I like this Hawaiian shirt. Should we get this for Mr. Snow Gardener? Look at it. It's a Hawaiian shirt, but it's got the cowboy there. I don't even know if he'll need 2X. I buy him 2X because he's so tall. But I don't know if he'd wear that. So we'll skip it for now. So they've got some floppy hats. Well, it's not even really a floppy hat, but their beach section is pretty much empty. All of their winter stuff is on sale. And they've got this little hat right here. But I don't know, you guys. It's not very floppy, right? It's not very big. That hat is not for me, so I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put my ball cap back on. You guys know I always have a ton of ball caps, so I do not need to buy any ball caps. I was afraid I was too early for floppy hats. I'll have to make sure that I grab myself one. I want to go look for another pair of flip-flops for my hubby. I didn't realize that the shoes were up here instead of in the back. I guess because I'm not always looking for it, right? Now, are they going to have flip-flops? Great question. I see some black ones here. $16.98. My husband said 11.5 or 12. And these ones are just black. Nothing fancy about them. $16.98. I think I'll go ahead and grab these for him too. That is the only pair of actual flip-flops that I see. I see a bunch of slides and stuff, but These are ones that need to be able to get wet and stuff. Let's go down here just to make sure. Just a bunch of slides and croc-like shoes, slippers. Okay, looks like that's what we're going to get. Now, we need to go get a couple more snacks. So let's go through the snack aisle. I already ordered snacks from Sam's Club, which if you're interested in seeing those, I will have those on a haul on my other channel, Snow Gardener 307. So if you want to see what I got at Sam's Club or ordered. And we've got the clearance aisle. There are people in the clearance aisle though, and I just really don't feel like talking to you guys in front of people that are standing there. I just don't. Sometimes I don't mind, sometimes I do mind. And right now I guess I mind. I don't think I need anything down this aisle, but I came down. There is beef jerky and stuff on this aisle, which of course makes for great snacks. I was thinking about getting some Slim Jims or little packs of jerky, but man, are they expensive. Just trying to think of what will save us some money when we're down there. What do you guys usually pack along with you when you go? Okay, we're gonna try the generic. No, we're not gonna try the generic. We're just going to get the original Slim Jims. This little box right here. Oops. Right here. It looks like there's 14 that are just the little ones, and those are $4.12. So that will give us some protein options. A gallon of milk here at Walmart. It looks like it's $2.62. I don't know what I want, you guys. I'm gonna get some pineapple, sweetened dried pineapple for snacks. Okay, candy. We need some M&Ms. We always get M&Ms for our trips. Normally I buy the great big huge bags for way too much money, but they actually don't even have those bags, and it's because they're so much cheaper, right, than these other bags. We're gonna get a bag of peanut butter M&Ms. These are $9.48, and peanut M&Ms, and these are $9.48 as well. So too much money on M&Ms. Okay, I also want some sort of gummy candy or sour candy. So let's see what we can find. So much candy. Okay. Now my hubby loves Skittles. I'm going to go ahead and get him some Skittles. I'm not a huge Skittle fan. I'm just going to get some original Skittles, $4.57. Jolly Rancher hard candy. That sounds really good. Let's go ahead and get some Sour Patch watermelons. Do we want the share size or the family size? I can't decide, you guys. I can't decide. Let's just get the share size because I'm going to get some Twizzlers as well. Which Twizzlers are expensive right now? These are my husband's favorites. We're going to go ahead and grab these, $4.62. Alright, you guys, I decided to skip my Twizzlers bites because things are just too expensive and I don't need them anyway. And I'll have a little bit of my husband's licorice. So we are taking along snacks not only for the trip, but also in our hotel room to try to save a little. So they do have quite a bit of clearance meat here. You've got some pork chops that are $11.21. These are $6.73. There's quite a bit of yellow tags here. I've just never bought my meat at Walmart. Do you guys buy your meat at Walmart? Or if you don't, where do you buy it? Let me know. This steak right here looks delicious. A porterhouse, $20.47. Huh, this is interesting. Petite filet mignons, $27.82 a pound, and look at how tiny they are. That's crazy. All done grocery shopping. The grocery haul is going to be on my other channel. It's a little bit different because I actually only spent, I think, $4.50 on our groceries, but there were more groceries bought. So I am going to head home. It has stopped snowing, which is a good thing. It's about 3 o'clock. This way I can get home before dark and I can continue working on some of the things that I need to work on.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine.
I am back home and I thought that I would share this with you guys on the vlog because it's not like a grocery haul or anything. So I figured I'd just show you guys. You went along with me to the different places that I went. Now, the grocery store, I will include that on my other channel. But of course, this was not really a grocery trip. This was getting ready for vacation and just spending money because it was burning a hole in my pocket. I don't know. So the first thing I do want to show you guys is the first pair of flip-flops that I got for Mr. Snow Gardener. They are Reef brand. I am not sure exactly if this is a good brand, but they do look super comfy. They're very neutral to go with absolutely anything he wants to wear them with. And these were in the wrong spot, as I mentioned before to you guys. And the kind associate went and double checked because she's like, I thought those said $19.99. And I was like, I think so. She went and looked and sure enough, they were marked $19.99, even though they were actually $39.99. So we saved 20 bucks on those flip-flops. So that's pretty dang good. Then I went to Petco. And of course, you guys saw that I wanted to get some new name tags, some new collars for the Yorkies. And so this is what I ended up getting. So we have got Athena's collar, which is very girly, and her tag. And on the back, it just has her name and my phone number, so I can't show you guys that. And then we have got Zeus and Loki. Now, Zeus's tag is this a little tuxedo, and Loki's tag is this a little mountain scene. And when I made the mountain scene, I thought about putting it with this one right away. But then I started thinking this, might go good with this one. And this one could go with this one because, of course, the tuxedo doesn't really match either. Let me know what you guys think down below. Whose collar should be whose? Should Zeus with the tuxedo get the camo and Loki with the mountains get the mountain collar? That's kind of what I was thinking. So this was pretty spendy. So we did get the camo collar. Looks like for half price. So we saved $7.51. So only $7.48. The other two collars were $14.99. And the tags range from $14.99 to $19.99. So I spent $96.92 out of the pet fund for these. And then, of course, we jump into Walmart. Now, most of this stuff was on my list. Not all of it, but most of it. First of all, I did pick up some pretzels that were on clearance for $1. So we've got the Snyder Snaps and just the regular sticks. These were both only $1. These don't expire for a couple months. This expires in a few weeks. And I say expire, but best by date. And I do find that chips and pretzels and stuff, they do start to get stale. So I will put this in the basket to eat first and then put this one up above. We don't eat a ton of pretzels, but every now and then they're super tasty. And then I did go ahead and buy myself a new t-shirt. So I bought a Cowboys t-shirt. This is the Wyoming University team. And so I grabbed that. And then I also grabbed Bridger another pair of flip-flops. And these ones are black, whereas the other ones were brown. And I can't remember the price of this stuff, you guys. And I'm not going to worry about looking up the prices for you guys. We're just very nonchalantly showing you what I got. And then we got the snacks. We are snackers. We are prepared travelers that like to make sure we've got snacks, things like that, not only for the flights, but also in our hotel room. So I believe I showed you guys a lot of this, but my hubby's favorite Twizzlers are the sweet and sour, the cherry kick, and the citrus punch. So he likes those. He loves Skittles. I don't normally buy Skittles, but I thought it could be something fun. A must-have for our journey is peanut butter M&Ms, and these are back here, peanut M&Ms. We've got to have both. What type of M&Ms do you guys like if you like M&Ms? I don't really like plain M&Ms unless they're in cookies or something. And then I went ahead and got this pack of Slim Jims, just the tiny little snack size. I figured this would be good to possibly put in our dry bag to take on the scuba diving trip with us. Just a little something. And then I went ahead and grabbed some sweet and dried pineapple. I also love to have a little bit of some sort of gummy candy. So I went ahead and got the Sour Patch Kids watermelons. And then as far as other things for the trip, I like to have wet wipes and Clorox, and I haven't bought these for a while, and the ones that I had are starting to dry out. I like to have these to wipe my hands if I need to, and sometimes when you get in the plane, stuff is kind of grody, so I like to have these. And then I needed some face wash, so I went ahead and got this face wash right here. I did not mean to buy name brand. I meant to buy Walmart brand, but I did not, so shame on me. I got a little thing of off spray because, of course, we're going to Hawaii. We're going to the beach, you know, and you just don't know for bugs. And then I wanted to get a little thing of sunscreen to pack in our dry bag as well. I got 2 bottles of hair and body wash for Mr. Snow Gardener, 3 in 1. This is what he takes in his go bag when he is working outside of town. And then I grabbed this 2-pack for us to take and hang in the shower when we travel, these little floof balls. And then, of course, more pots for the pots that you guys saw me replant earlier in the vlog. So I grabbed 2 of this size for me, this one for my daughter, and then I went ahead and grabbed some more indoor potting mix. Now, for all of this stuff, it certainly wasn't cheap. Everything adds up, right? I spent $146.42. Now, of course, if you look, like the planters were $17.94 plus $4.98, and the soil was $12.27. So that was a good chunk there. And plus buying myself a new shirt. I think it was like $15. Yeah, $15. And then the flip-flops were $17. Mr. Snow Gardener hasn't gotten new flip-flops in quite a while. All right, you guys, I don't know what's coming up next, but I'm going to say goodbye for right now. All right, we're headed to the post office now. We're going to be there in like 45 seconds. That's how big my town is. I need to go pick up packages. Tomorrow I will be mailing out Etsy orders. So if you do have an order on Etsy or on my website, it's going to get mailed out tomorrow. If you guys haven't went and checked out my website, make sure you do. I've added quite a few new printables on there. I'm trying to get things all moved over and switched over, but I am giving myself grace. Of course, one thing that you guys know with watching my budgeting channel, if you watch all the time, is that my income has dropped drastically over the past 12 months. And part of it is because this girl right here is not working and is not putting the time in designing products and all of that kind of stuff. So when I get back from Hawaii, that's going to be one of my main focuses. So let's go into the post office. All right, all done at the post office. I picked up 1 package and the other packages are there, but they haven't processed them yet. That is one thing with my post office, that living in this small town without delivery to your home, it kind of stinks, because of course my package got there at 8 o'clock this morning. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but they haven't processed it yet, so I can't get it. We are going to go get a drink. I took you guys along last week for that, so let's go get a drink and see what kind I want. And we're going to be there in like 30 seconds. Again, not a lot of traveling. I do not end up with a lot of miles on my car unless I leave town. And then, of course, I do end up with more miles. All right, I wonder if they've got the raspberry chai back yet. I don't know. That's what I want, but I don't know if they've got it back. So we will just have to see. Hello everybody, it is Monday. We're gonna go ahead and add this into the vlog. The pups and I went and did some errands. You're gonna see a little bit of this footage on my budgeting video that will be up on Wednesday for Mr. Snow Gardener's video. And so I just thought I'd stop in and say hello. This guy has something crunchy in his hair. I think he got into the cockleburrs. Sure does feel like it. So today I'm getting a white chocolate raspberry. No, that's not what I'm getting. I am getting a raspberry chai, but she's going to add in some cake batter flavoring. You're not letting me get that out for you. You've got something pokey in your head. Hey, get in the back. The YouTube people are going to see you being bad. They are. He acts like it's so hot, and it is nice for March in Wyoming. But I am starting to pack and gather things for Hawaii. I'm doing a whole bunch of batch filming today. So we're doing all of the things and stuff. I hope you guys are having a great day. Can you hear Zeus whining? He is such a whiny butt. Such a whiny butt. And like I said, I just wanted to stop in and say hi. And Loki, you can see he's over at the window. And Athena, I don't know if you can see her. Get back. Athena's right here, just being a good girl. She's the bestest girl. Of course, she's the only girl. Thank you, ma'am.
You want dog food?
Yes, please. Hey, this is not for you. Not for you. Hey, not for you. Thank you. Okay.
Bigger.
There you go.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Athena got the big treat because she's the most patient. And these boys, I tell you what, they are something else. They are just spoiled rotten. My back window is not going up, you guys. Do I have it locked? I do have it locked. I was having a heart attack. I'm like, no, my window can't be stuck open right before I have to go on vacation. That's not how this works. I'll leave it up to me. And Zeus, when he comes up here, he always pushes buttons on my car. I don't know if you can hear it making little dings, but that is because Zeus pushed a button he wasn't supposed to. All right, let's go ahead and get home. I'm going to finish filming the budget video that I am working on. I am going to probably bring you guys along for a little bit of the packing as we're getting ready. And if you guys want to know more about the cost for Hawaii, you're going to want to make sure and tune in on Friday to that video. Now, this is the cost of us preparing to go to Hawaii. It's not going to include yet the cost of actually being in Hawaii. I do know that the food and drinks in Hawaii are going to be crazy spendy, but we do have a rental car, so we're going to head to a grocery store, to Walmart, whatever we can find, and go ahead and grab some drinks and some snacks. I'm thinking about getting some PB&J stuff, you guys. Quite honestly, if we can save a meal a day and not eat out, even for the two of us, that really adds up. And of course, you got to do what you got to do. It's like, yes, I want to eat yummy food, but I don't want to come back and be super stressed about money. This is the first trip in a long time that hasn't been 100% prepaid for before we go. Like, normally we're going to an all-inclusive, so we've paid for everything, and normally we have a bunch of money saved up to pay for the stuff that we do charge, but not this time. All right, let's try this chai tea, shall we? Ooh, that's really good. Really good. Is it up? Okay, make sure the windows are up. Sometimes these dogs will open the windows and I don't realize it, and I'll shut the car off, and then I have to do that. So I've got a package today, I've got the bank envelope, I've got my drink, and then I'll get all the dogs. I took a couple things inside and I realized that I had forgotten something. My father-in-law, Wes, is an amazing man. My husband has been gone out of town, and my suitcase on our last vacation got all banged up. And so I have a hard case that I like to use, and obviously they lifted it by the wheel or something, so the case around the wheel had cracked and the wheel wasn't quite right. So I was going to have Mr. Snow Gardener look and see if he could fix it, but Mr. Snow Gardener's been out of town. So I asked my father-in-law, I'm like, will you look at it, see if you think you can fix it? So he's done some things and stuff with some fiberglass and I think some JB Weld plastic, he said. He's like, I'm not sure, but hey, it's worth a try, right? Instead of buying another bag to just get broken by the airlines. So I'm gonna go pick up my bag. I'll show you guys what he has done. He said it doesn't look very good, and it is on the inside of the bag, but also the inside of my bag has like the cloth zipper thing, so I won't even see it. So I'm gonna go pick that up, and the pups are with me, but I'm not gonna let them go inside because I've got a lot of stuff to do at home. So here is what the inside of my bag looks like, and this is the side that was broken. So this is what my father-in-law did for me. So he reinforced it, and I mean, it's going to be stronger than it was, right? So he used some fiberglass and stuff. So there's my suitcase fix. What do you need a bulletproof hard hat for?
What do I need level 3 plate carrier plates for?
So you guys, we are starting out our Hawaii vacation. No, we're not in Hawaii yet. We're in Salt Lake City. We fly out of here tomorrow morning. So we are stopping at one of our favorite places to come down here, but we haven't been in quite a while. We're at Jinya. Bridger is going to get some spicy chicken ramen with a seasoned egg. And I am getting the bao buns, the Jinya buns, as well as, what else did I get? The spicy tuna crisp rice something. So that's what we're doing, you guys. So a vacation has officially started. I guess it started before we left Pinedale, but that was a long drive. All right, here is Bridger's ramen. And then here is what I ordered. I didn't realize there was only going to be one bao bun. And then this is the crispy rice with spicy tuna. So we're gonna give them a whirl. Well, that's it for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the time that you spent with me this past week. And until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling.